The pulsating beat of the nightclub in downtown Bangkok resonated through Mark's chest as he and his friends reveled in the vibrant atmosphere. Amidst the dim lights and rhythmic music, Mark's gaze fixated on an enchanting lady on the dance floor. Her movements were graceful, hypnotic, as if she was in tune with the mysterious energy that surrounded her. Unable to resist, Mark approached her, captivated by her alluring presence. They exchanged smiles, and soon, the two were engrossed in conversation. Her name was Arya, and she seemed like any other woman, full of life and charm. As the night progressed, Arya suggested they leave the crowded nightclub for a quieter place. Intrigued, Mark agreed, and they found themselves walking through the narrow streets of Bangkok until they stumbled upon an old, abandoned mansion. Arya, seemingly familiar with the place, led Mark inside. The atmosphere within the mansion was heavy with an unsettling silence. Mark couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right, but his curiosity pushed him forward. In a dimly lit room, Arya's demeanor shifted. Her eyes, once filled with warmth, turned cold and distant. With a haunting voice, Arya began to recount her tragic tale. She spoke of a forbidden love that ended in betrayal and a life cut short. As the story unfolded, Mark realized he was on a date with a ghost seeking justice for her untimely death. Chills ran down his spine as Arya's ethereal form moved through the shadows. She pleaded with Mark to help her find closure. Unable to deny the supernatural reality before him, Mark agreed to assist Arya in uncovering the truth. The night took an eerie turn as Arya guided Mark through the mansion, revealing hidden passages and forgotten chambers. Murmurs of long-lost spirits echoed through the cold, decaying halls. Mark, torn between fear and fascination, found himself in a ghostly realm where the lines between the living and the dead blurred. Together, they uncovered the dark secrets of the mansion, betrayals, deceit, and a web of lies that led to Arya's tragic demise. As the night wore on, Mark became entangled in a paranormal investigation, determined to bring justice to Arya and set her spirit free. The climax unfolded in a dusty attic, where the truth lay hidden for decades. Mark unearthed a long-forgotten diary that detailed the heart-wrenching events leading to Arya's death. It was a tale of love and treachery that had cursed the mansion for generations. With the truth revealed, Arya's spirit found solace, and the oppressive atmosphere in the mansion lifted. As the first light of dawn crept through the shattered windows, Mark stood alone in the now silent mansion. The enchanting dancer, Arya, had found peace, leaving behind a lingering sense of both sorrow and resolution. Mark emerged from the abandoned mansion, forever changed by the haunting experience. The night that began with the allure of a dance in a Bangkok nightclub had transformed into a journey through the supernatural, leaving Mark with a story he could scarcely believe, a story of love, betrayal, and the restless spirits that linger in the shadows of the past. As Mark stepped out into the early morning light, the sun casting long shadows over the quiet streets of Bangkok, he couldn't shake the surreal experience that had unfolded in the abandoned mansion. Arya's spirit had found closure, and the weight of the supernatural had lifted, but Mark was left grappling with the remnants of a night that blurred the lines between the living and the dead. Haunted by the events, Mark returned to his hotel, attempting to convince himself that it was a vivid dream induced by the intoxicating atmosphere of Bangkok's nightlife. However, the residual emotions and the vivid memories made it impossible to dismiss the night as mere imagination. Days passed, and Mark couldn't shake the feeling of a lingering presence. His nights were filled with restless sleep and dreams haunted by the ghostly figures he encountered in the mansion. Arya's face, both serene and tormented, appeared in his thoughts, leaving him with an unshakable sense of responsibility. Driven by an inexplicable force, Mark delved into researching the history of the mansion. The more he discovered, the darker the tale became. The forbidden love, the betrayal, and the tragic end were not isolated incidents, they were part of a recurring pattern that spanned generations. Determined to break the cycle of suffering, Mark sought out local historians, delving into archives and ancient records. He uncovered long-buried secrets and connected the dots between the restless spirits that haunted the mansion. Each story was a thread woven into the tapestry of a cursed legacy. Armed with newfound knowledge, Mark returned to the mansion, this time accompanied by experts in paranormal investigations and rituals. The atmosphere within the old walls was thick with anticipation as they performed ceremonies to cleanse the spirits and break the chains that bound them to the earthly realm. The mansion seemed to come alive with spectral energy, as if the very walls echoed with the pain of the past. Mark, guided by a newfound purpose, led the team through the haunted corridors and hidden chambers, confronting the lingering spirits one by one. As the rituals unfolded, the oppressive atmosphere lifted, and a profound silence settled over the mansion. Mark felt a weight being lifted from his shoulders, and a sense of closure embraced him. The once haunted mansion now stood tranquil, as if the spirits had finally found peace. In the weeks that followed, Mark returned to his normal life, forever changed by the encounter with the supernatural. The memories of Arya and the haunted mansion lingered, a testament to a journey that transcended the boundaries of the living and the dead. The story of that fateful night in Bangkok became a whispered legend among locals, a tale of a brave soul who ventured into the realm of ghosts to break a cycle of tragedy and set restless spirits free. Mark, now carrying the weight of that unforgettable night, found solace in knowing that he had played a part in bringing closure to the tormented souls that once dwelled within the haunted mansion. The vibrant streets of Bangkok pulsed with life as Alex, a tourist with an insatiable appetite for exploration, found himself drawn into the heart of the city's nightlife. The night was young, and the neon lights cast a kaleidoscope of colors on the bustling streets. Intrigued by the sounds of live jazz, Alex wandered into a dimly lit club where the music flowed like a river, wrapping around the patrons like a comforting embrace. In a corner of the room, a mysterious woman sat alone, her eyes fixed on the jazz band. Alex couldn't resist the allure of her presence and approached, striking up a conversation. Her name was Isabella, and she possessed an enigmatic charm that transcended the ordinary. As the night unfolded, Isabella suggested they continue their journey at her home, an ancient Thai house with a rich history. The air was thick with anticipation as they walked through narrow alleyways, arriving at the entrance of the time-worn residence. Intricately carved wooden doors creaked open, revealing a world frozen in time. Inside, the air hung heavy with the scent of aged wood, and the flickering candlelight cast dancing shadows on the walls. Isabella led Alex to a room adorned with antique furniture, dominated by an ancient piano. Its keys whispered of bygone melodies, and Isabella's fingers caressed them, coaxing haunting notes into the air. As the melody unfolded, the room seemed to shudder with unseen energy. Alex was spellbound, caught in the web of a haunting tune that transcended the boundaries of the living. Unbeknownst to him, Isabella's music summoned spirits from the shadows of the past. Ethereal figures emerged, their ghostly forms weaving through the room. They reenacted a tragic love story, a tale of betrayal and heartbreak that had unfolded within the very walls of the ancient house. Isabella, lost in the melody, became a vessel through which the spirits communicated their pain. In a surreal dance of the supernatural, Alex witnessed the unfolding drama. The spirits, bound by the echoes of their past, pleaded for release. Isabella, caught in the ethereal current, became a conduit for the spirits' desperate yearning to find peace. As the night wore on, Alex found himself entangled in a spectral journey, navigating the thin veil between the living and the dead. Isabella's music became a key to unlocking the secrets buried within the ancient house. Together, they explored hidden chambers, dusty attics, and forgotten corners, uncovering the layers of a tragic history that echoed through the ages. Driven by a sense of duty, Alex delved into the archives of local historians, unearthing forgotten tales of love and betrayal that had left an indelible mark on the ancient house. Each revelation brought the spirits one step closer to redemption, yet the shadows of the past clung to the very fabric of the dwelling. In a climactic moment, Isabella's haunting melody reached a crescendo, resonating through the haunted halls. The spirits, their spectral forms flickering like candle flames, found release as the music shattered the chains that bound them to the earthly realm. As the final notes lingered in the air, the ancient house fell into an eerie silence. Isabella, drained but serene, turned to Alex. The ghosts had found peace, and the weight of the past had lifted. The once haunted dwelling now stood as a testament to the transformative power of music and the resilience of the human spirit. With dawn breaking over Bangkok, Alex stepped out of the ancient house, forever changed by the spectral journey he had undertaken. The mysterious woman, Isabella, had become a guardian of the past, her music weaving a tapestry that bridged the gap between the living and the dead. The tale of the haunting melody spread through the whispers of locals, a story of a tourist who had ventured into the heart of an ancient house, guided by a melody that transcended time itself. As for Alex, the echoes of that night lingered, a reminder of the ethereal connection forged between the living and the spirits that danced in the shadows of the ancient Thai house. The neon lights of Bangkok's nightclubs painted the city with vibrant hues as Jake and his friends delved into the pulsating rhythm of the nightlife. Amidst the laughter and music, Jake's eyes were drawn to a captivating lady named Mia, whose graceful dance moves seemed to command the attention of everyone around her. Intrigued, Jake approached Mia, and their connection was instantaneous. As the night progressed, Mia proposed they escape the bustling club scene for a more intimate setting. They ventured into the heart of Bangkok, where the crowded streets gradually gave way to an alley of antiquity. A small, unassuming antique shop caught Mia's eye. Its dimly lit windows revealed treasures from a bygone era, each piece carrying with it whispers of forgotten tales. In the midst of the eclectic collection, Mia and Jake discovered a full-length mirror with an ornately carved frame. Its glass, though slightly tarnished, held an ethereal allure that captivated Mia. The shopkeeper, an elderly woman with a knowing smile, insisted the mirror had a storied history, but the details remained shrouded in mystery. Undeterred, Mia purchased the mirror, convinced it would make a unique addition to her home. The night had taken an unexpected turn, and as they left the antique shop, Jake couldn't shake the feeling that the mirror held secrets waiting to be unveiled. Mia's apartment, nestled in the heart of Bangkok, became the stage for the unfolding mystery. The mirror, now a centerpiece in her living room, reflected the flickering candlelight, casting an enchanting glow across the room. As the night deepened, Mia noticed subtle changes in the reflection. Shadows danced where they shouldn't, and the air carried whispers of a forgotten past. With trepidation, Mia and Jake stared into the mirror, and to their shock, the reflection revealed more than just their own images. A ghostly figure emerged, a lady dressed in attire from a bygone era. She moved with a spectral elegance, her eyes filled with both sadness and longing. The mirror had become a portal to a time long past, unveiling the tragic tale of a love that had met a bitter end within the very walls of Mia's apartment. The lady, trapped between the realms of the living and the dead, sought redemption for an injustice that had haunted her for centuries. Mia and Jake, now entangled in a supernatural enigma, embarked on a quest to unravel the secrets hidden within the mirror. Guided by the ghostly lady's whispers, they discovered hidden passages within the apartment, each unveiling a fragment of the tragic love story that had played out generations ago. As the night deepened, Mia and Jake found themselves in a forgotten attic space. Dusty manuscripts and faded photographs told the story of forbidden love, betrayal, and a vengeful spirit seeking retribution. The mirror, a relic from that tumultuous era, had become a conduit for the ghostly presence to communicate with the living. With a newfound determination, Mia and Jake delved into the archives of local historians, uncovering the historical context of the haunted tale. They learned of a powerful curse that bound the spirit to the mirror, a curse that could only be broken by exposing the truth and granting the lady the justice she sought. The climax unfolded in the midnight hours as Mia and Jake, armed with the knowledge of the past, performed a ritual to break the ancient curse. The apartment trembled with unseen forces as the mirror surface rippled with ethereal energy. The ghostly lady emerged, her form gradually fading as the shackles that bound her were shattered. In the quiet aftermath, Mia and Jake stood before the now serene mirror. The lady's spirit had found peace, and the apartment, once a haven for the restless, exhaled the weight of centuries. The antiquated mirror, stripped of its ghostly aura, reflected only the faces of the living. As dawn painted the Bangkok skyline, Mia and Jake emerged from the apartment, forever changed by the spectral encounter. The tale of the mirror's secret spread through the whispers of locals, a story of a couple who had confronted the ghosts of the past and broken the chains that bound a vengeful spirit. Mia and Jake, their bond forged in the crucible of the supernatural, carried the echoes of that fateful night with them. The mirror, once a portal to a haunted history, now stood as a testament to the resilience of love, the power of truth, and the transcendence of spirits seeking redemption in the heart of Bangkok.